Hi everyone, it's Carrie. We are at the at-home store. We made it. It's the weekend. We are going to go in and we are going to see what's new. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back everyone. I'm happy that you're all here. This location is in Claremont, Florida, outside of the Orlando area. So we're going to go in, check out this store. I have not been to this store yet. And I will tell you right when we walk in the door, one of you did ask if the store had these little EV carts, and they sure do. I have seen them in our stores in Texas, but I did want to show you what they look like. We still have plenty of summer. I know that fall is starting to slowly eke into a lot of stores, but the at-home store does still have plenty of summer. These are metal, by the way, and they hang on a fence or a wall. I love that, and they do spin. One of my favorite things to get from the at-home store is their flower pots. They have probably one of the largest selection of flower pots, so don't sleep on the at-home store. Go check it out. They have literally every possible size and design that you could imagine when it comes to flower pots. I love these kind of ombre effect lanterns right there, and they do have an LED candle inside. Some cute patio lights. Got some strawberry. This is ceramic. This is $10. And I know not everyone has this store, but for those that do, if you've not been, head in. I know it's a huge store. So these are all really pretty. I love this kind of oval shape there. This is $10. So they've got them in clear, they've got them in this navy, the green, there's even a pink. Super cute vases. So I love this one, but this just feels like this would be super hard if you put water in it to clean that one. It's my only concern with that one. I love those colors on those. I do need to grab another wax melt. However, I'll show you the one that I'm going to go with. This one does just the wax. So it has the little container on top. That one's $15. I'm going to get one that will do both the wax in a little container, but it will also do, if you take the container off, you can put your leftover candles on top. That way you can melt. You know how sometimes you get a candle that just still has the wax in there? If you put it on a warmer, you're still going to get fragrance from it. So I'll show you what that one looks like in a minute. And my favorite candles are Bowes, B-O-W-E-S. So here's one version of that for $10. They're a Florida-based candle company, so this is what I'm getting. So not only can you use the wax tarts, but you can also put a candle on it. And that one is $16. But yeah, anyhow, Bose candles, Bose signature candles, they are a Florida-based family-run company. They started in a little kiosk at Disney Springs, and now they have a whole store. But their candles are my favorite. Clover World is my favorite scent. Have any of you used this particular type of candle warmer? Let me know in the comments. I do need 2 lamp finials. I bought some lamps at Lowe's about a week ago. Did not realize that the harp that comes on top did not include the finials up top. So grabbed those. Let's take a look at some of their lamps. The at-home store has a very large lamp selection, and you can buy them 2 different ways. You can buy the base and the shade separate, or they have a whole line of lamps that are already base and shaded for you. And I will be very honest with you, some of these lamps in here are ones that we have seen at Home Goods. So there's a lot of cross products between the at-home store and at the Home Goods stores. The more time I spend comparing the stores, there's things like Karma lamps. I see those at both locations. And then sometimes you'll see one where the design is the same, and I'm like, I know I've seen this, but it just has a different tag on it. And they always have deals in here, so if you want to hunt around a little bit, you can find some good sale items. $40 here. This is a pretty nice wood lamp base. They've got all sorts of styles. I mean, everything from modern to traditional, you name it, they have the lamps. There's probably 4 aisles of lamps in here in different sizes, little tiny ones to floor lamps. Got another one on sale, 50% off. This one is a ceramic base, $50 for that one. And then the shades are all up top, and they tell you kind of color coded which shades fit best with each lamp size. Ooh, I kind of dig that green and white stripe one. I've got some more neutrals over here. This one's 25, this one is 30. And the at-home store works very similar to how HomeGoods does. They don't do, you know, daily sales or different things like that or coupons. They just put the items out there for sale, and then they get to a point where they start to clearance out for season. And then you just go in and start shopping and hunting for your deals. So see some of these up here, like that gold one with the butterflies. I've seen that one at HomeGoods, and I've seen this one at HomeGoods. I love that the inside of that shade has a pattern on it. That one is $60. Let's see what else we have here. See, that's the Karma brand. They have that over at HomeGoods. That green one is really fun. $40. That's $60 for the base on that one. Sorry, that was a little bit overexposed. If you're new here, where are you watching from? Let me know in the comments. I would love to say hello. $50, this one with the nice pinstripe shade. And $70 we have, these are burl wood. And is that a little, let's see, they've got some little ones in here, but I also spy a macaron. Is this little, it is. Oh my goodness, that shade looks a little bit big for that, but we'll take a look at that in a second. So they've got smaller ones up here, those are 25, the gold ones. Those are cute. So these are all lamps with shades. So these are $35 in here. And you'll find some of them in here are $12, some $15. It just depends. This one has a little glass base, $15 for that one. And price-wise, this is right on with what you're going to find at HomeGoods, Kirkland's. It's 25. We've got a little stack of cupcakes here. Very iridescent. Those are cute. Those are $40. Seagrass lampshade. This one's cute, $35. I like that floral shade. Then we get into some bigger bases here. That's $140. So these gold ones here with the gold shade, I have 2 black ones. I've had them for years. $40. I love those. Got some really fun greens in here. This one is $45. 40. The bird one there, that one's 50. This one's cool. 45. So this is like a textured frosted glass. That's $45. Got 35 for this one. 35, 45. I feel like an auctioneer over here with the prices, but they have such a great selection. So seriously, head into this store and check it out. This one's kind of interesting. It's got like a little leaf pattern. Got some pretty kind of champagne color, a little bit of gold. Almost maybe, at first I thought it was like a mercury glass look. Some really good greens in here. The solid one is 45. The mosaic is 50. Got this one 45. This really wild orange one here is 45. And of course, who doesn't need a disco lamp? They have it in pink, gold, and silver. Those are $40. And we always have to check out the artwork. The at-home store has a huge art selection. Some of these items in here are pretty funny. This one here is $20. Does that bird have a cigarette in its mouth? Oh my gosh. Y'all, I can't with that one. $20. And then we have the ducks lined up. I'll get to some more serious stuff here in a second. Oh my goodness. They have a very wide variety of artwork in here. I love this piece when I see it. It's a super cool piece, a replica of artwork. And we've got some good florals in here. And again, they have everything from really small pieces of art to gigantic pieces of art. Probably one of the larger selections of art in a retail store. This is $35. And I have seen many pieces that I've seen in the home goods stores. I have seen them in the at-home store. I know the at-home store, I think, is in the middle of, I think they're filing reorganization of some sort. I don't want this store to go out of business because it is a store I really like shopping. I've had really good luck with their products. Ooh, I like this one here with the pink. Plus, it employs a lot of people in the area too. So I don't want to see that for anybody. We've got the gold. That one is $100, and you're going to see a variety of prices too. I mean, it's you can go crazy on artwork, but I would say probably the most expensive piece I've seen in one of these stores might push $200, and it's for a giant piece. So this one's $160, and it's a pretty large piece. Some modern circles here. Let's see. This one is $120. So I'm going to stand back. These up here, these are huge, probably pushing 4 feet, some of them 5 feet in overall width. Got a cityscape up there. Did find some pretty nice horse farm. Let's see if we've got kind of like Western. Let's see what we've got. This is kind of cool. It's a picture where each state, their license plate is in there. That is $25. That is beautiful. Oh my goodness. Let's see. She is $30. I've got $50 for this one. Kind of just a nice neutral. I've got a cow chilling in a chair. $20 for this one. Do you all have any plans for the weekend? What's going on this weekend for all of you? I've got a little bit of work. I've got a little bit of fun. I might try to take one of my grandkids over to one of the theme parks. That top piece is a female-owned art company. This beautiful picture, oh my goodness. Got some good florals down here. This one is $60. And this beautiful piece is only $18. Got some florals over here. Sorry about the reflection on that top one. It does have a glass, like acrylic panel on the front of it. Got some good florals over here. Lots of pinks and blues. This one is $90. Little wildflowers up there. Just kind of browse around a little bit in here. Some of these have the glass acrylic fronts on them. So I like that one there. It says "Let It Be." And then they have some gold bees over here. This one is $15. This one is a combination of like metal and natural woven. That's pretty cool. And I found the entire, I'm going to call this the Texas aisle. That's kind of cool, little guest check there. That's $10. We've got some cowboy hats on a newspaper print. That one is $25. So my friend that was on the comments in here looking for Western type decor, check out the at-home store. If you don't have a store near you, hop online because they will ship it to you. They will happily ship to you. It's kind of big three-dimensional piece here. That is $40. I need to, okay, this piece has a burl wood frame. We need to move some pieces. I need to see what this is. This is a very lightweight, by the way, those dimensional longhorns. That's really cool. $90 for that one. I've got some rodeo signs up here. It says, "This ain't my first rodeo." That's hilarious. I'm not just a girl, I'm a force of nature. Absolutely, I love that. I love that neon cowboy bar sign. Sorry about that. Got another lightweight dimensional. Yeah, really good selection if you're looking for anything ranch related. The yeehaws make me laugh. I can assure you, I lived in Texas for a lot of years. Yeehaw is not a normal thing that it's just not a daily thing. I'm not sure where it came from. I might have to do some research on it, but I love it. There's a lot of reflection on that one, and I'm sorry about that, but it has an American flag and it has a cowboy on a horse. It's very kind of, it's a really cool looking picture. I've got a saddle here. It says "Lucky You" with the horseshoe. And howdy, I would say that howdy is definitely a word I have heard plenty in my lifetime of living there. Those little bourbon signs are pretty cool. I've got the saloon. I love that line over there. That's really cool. These are little washable rugs. They are $20. So these are small enough, you know, where you could put them by a little door at your sink. Got some really pretty colors. They were pretty soft too. They have a huge selection of different topiaries, fake potted plants. So this one is $80. I like these here in this kind of like worn tin, $60. Look at these large whitewashed wood looking bases. This one is $100. They have so many different sizes, varieties of these. Like literally, they've got a couple aisles full of them. I did come across some glassware. I thought these were really pretty. I love textured glassware like this. So those are $13 for that pack of 4. I think for me, it feels very nostalgia. Just, you know, as if I were having a glass of something at my grandma's house. That's why I think I love these so much. I love the hobnail. These are so pretty. So again, these are ones you will see these over at Home Goods. You're seeing them here. There's just a lot of products that cross between the two stores, and I think a lot of people don't realize that. I bought the blue ones for my son when he moved out. $13. He also loves that kind of hobnail glass. That lilac color is very pretty. Then they have the little tiny shot glasses up here. So see, it's a really big store. We'll just kind of wander around a little bit. I'll show you, but there's huge clearance sections in here of bedding. They have pillows. They've got those satin pillowcases. They've got comforter sets, quilt sets. I'll try not to spin too fast. And then this whole area over here, literally all the way back to the wall, these are all your different rugs. So this section here are your area rugs. They display them a little bit different than the Texas stores did. So they'll show you an example of each rug, and then of that rug, what sizes that particular rug has, and then how much it is, and then it tells you what bin that it's in. So if you find one you like, I just grab a screenshot of, like, for example, this navy and cream one. I had this one on my patio at my old house, and then you just go to the bin and pull the size that you need. I love that that one has that splash of orange in it. I wish they showed the whole rug, because that particular one shows beautifully as a much larger pattern. So if any of these you see that you like, just hit pause to grab those prices. Again, all outdoor rugs over here. Some of them cheaper than others. It just depends what you're looking for, but they do have things that can meet different budget, points. So I love that they have their shower curtains over here, $10, and it comes with the rings. They've got some really pretty patterns over here. There's blues and pinks in here, kind of more peach actually. That yellow is really fun. Got some modern patterns, green florals. Yeah, I think for $10 that's a pretty good deal to get the curtain and the rings. I did find some pretty cool rugs over here. So these are washable. It had a rubber backing on it. Be careful when you wash the ones with the rubber backing. I have found if you put them in the dryer, they kind of disintegrate. I like these kind of loose throw ones here. These are 20. Had some really fun patterns and good texture on these too. Ah, those are really cool. These, the ones here that I'm showing you, did not have a rubber backing. It was just all, the soft material. But that first one had a rubber back. But you'll see, I'm not kidding you, they have a humongous rug department. And it's the same thing. So these are the indoor ones. So they'll show you the rugs hanging over the side. Again, I like the way they do it in the Texas store, where it's like each one is individual and you just kind of move these bars. That way you could see the whole rug. But if you have to, you can pull it down and take a look at it in a big print. And for the ones up just a little bit higher, if you need some help, just grab someone. They're there and happy to help. And then each rug, same thing. It'll have the tags on it right here that'll tell you, $75, $150, $26 based on the sizes. So yeah, it'll have all the different sizes and the prices for each of those on there. So this one I thought was really interesting. The top of it looks and feels like canvas, but it's kind of a thicker, like squishy rug. Have any of you tried a rug like that? I thought it was pretty cool looking. Kind of a nice gray and white over here. A little bit of kind of undertone of, it's almost pulling a little olive to me. Now they definitely have the larger selection of area rugs. This one I thought was pretty cool. I tend to like things a slight bit more modern for my house. This one here was very textured. Let's see, there's the pricing on this one. So like that one will only have 3 sizes for that one, but you might see another one that's got 4 or 5. It just depends. Yeah, like that one up top had like 6 different sizes of that particular style. And then you'll see over to the right, the rugs are just rolled up in those plastic pieces. And so yeah, you just go to the bin, find the rug that you like, and take it on home. And they do sell the pads that go underneath it. They do sell the non-slip pieces that go underneath it. So they have all the accessories that you also need for an area rug. They did have a really big selection of clearance furniture. Different accent chairs, a lot of pieces, 50% off. And then we have a lot of ottomans in here. Let's see. This one is $60. I've seen that style, that kind of like round style with the wood base is at a few different stores. These are $60. That one's kind of cool. That one's $60 also. And then they have some shorter ones here that are $40. This gray one with the leather handle on it, that is a really nice firm footstool ottoman. You could probably almost sit on that a little bit. If I don't know what the weight capacity is for it, but it's like that type of a firm. This one is $90. It has the storage top that comes off. And they did have a lot of bar stools in. They do have normally a big selection, but they had a lot of really cool ones over here. This green one is really fun, and it swivels. It's very like, look, this chair, I don't know. I love this chair, but it looks like it's something that should be in the Brady Bunch house, but it has that handle on the back. I think it's just the green. Did find some super cool. I love bowls and dishes that have different patterns on them. We'll take a look at a bunch of these in here. Yeah, see where it's like black and white, but then inside it's yellow. That one looks like it has little palm leaves on it. Got some good blues in here. That one was the same inside and out. Yeah, you've basically got the two different textures. So these are all right, the bigger bowls here, about $5 each. These are what I would say like cereal bowl. Normally I see a lot of dishes like this over at the World Market store. They've got normally really good selections of bowls like this that have multi-patterns. Sometimes I will see these in the home goods stores. So this is more of like a ramekin style size. So ooh, okay, this one I love. I love that navy with that inside pattern. That one was really pretty. And then they have the larger bowls that match those up top. So you can coordinate them, you can mix and match them. There's some really pretty solids in here that you can mix and match. Like this one here would go really pretty with that coral one over there to the side. And they have a lot of beverage dispensers right now at this store. Sorry, I also saw them at Home Goods. I did see a few beverage dispensers over there, but definitely a really big selection here. So this one is 5 gallons, $80 for that one. This one is $20. This is a 3-set one, that's $50, and it has the stand. And this one is $40. Let's see, this one here is also a 3, $50. Do any of you use beverage dispensers? This one here is it's cool, it's modern, it's got $40, kind of like the ribbed sides on that one. Ooh, this one's a big hobnail one. I love that one. And then we've got the retroware. This one is $35. You can find retroware glasses also at this store and oftentimes at Home Goods. All right, and with that, everyone, we are going to start to head out. Thank you so much for shopping with me today. I want you to see too, they've got a lot of outdoor pillows left. There's so many different things that this store has. I just highly encourage you to go check it out. And if you don't have one in your area, check them out online. They've got a lot of 4th of July things in here, super fun. Just kind of wave, find, and turn around a little bit. I always try to turn on slow. I don't want to make everyone dizzy here as we say goodbye. And with that, everyone, have a great day. Take care. Be safe, everyone.